All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Back down.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score, Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check 52.
To throw is Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Bravo.
Throwing Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down. Mike 50, Mike 50.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twitch. Later two.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Card out of throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Round 80. Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, I'm going to go Hunt.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 20. And picking up the first. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
180, black 15.
First and 10. Let's go. 43 yards.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. 180. Hey, Blake. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. A give right side now to Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. You're mine. 58, exit. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Come on. 58 is the mic.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chargers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second and 1, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game, second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, Rivers. Goodwin able to haul it in. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rivers throwing complete to his tight end, Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Nolan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Rabbit. White. 55's my guy, 55. Hey, Echo.
First down, Rivers. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
180.
They'll run on first down. Hunt takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
390. 190. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 50.
Rivers now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And the Raiders have got him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Raiders.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Down. 280. 637. Easy. Kill. That's it. 280.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 66 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rivers on first down. Completes it to Hardman. That one goes for 24 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Hey, zoom. Let's get some penetration here.
Now Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Right there.
And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Heavy.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Check.
Rivers now. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And I think the ball's out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down and 10.
Step 180, 380. Mike's 50. Man out.
On first down, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Rivers on the money, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set, 180. 50. I'm trying to collect.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Rocket. You load it. Load it.
Check your hot read.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And Allen's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Bandit. Shot 3. Switch gears. Pick that.
Wait, 89.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Switch.
Hey, foxtrot.
On play action, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black 15. Hey, I want to go load it. Load it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Red Delta!
I'm going back.
Hey,
To throw is Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Vontez Perfect racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you to flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Over there, right? 52's the mic. Check Mike, check Mike. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Now watch Ron, watch Ron. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the shift.
Carr. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted, baby.
The Chargers take over first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hunt, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
The Chargers first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 13.
Load it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52, Mike, 52. Raider 1. Strip that ball.
Throwing his car on third down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
What now?
52 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. '52's the Mike.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Down. 185.
52's the Mike. Stay with your man. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Down. 280. 93.
Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep.
Hey, orbit. Raider 1.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and goal.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third and short yardage. Rivers. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Check 26. Check.
Hey, go Orange. Orange.
Throwing again. Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Wait, 89.
Rivers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Rivers to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Darryl Worley. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
As this one moves